You know, anyone who's been in the game long enough has some brutal nightmare gig stories. So this is gonna be mine. Have to run live sound for a super bougie elite yoga sound bath and mini horse event. So I thought this would be actually a good time to just kind of talk a little bit about wireless mics and the difference between a headset, a lav, and handheld. So the first thing we're gonna do is get Banana Blondie outfitted with a lav mic from Phoenix Pro. So I'll go over the setup and we'll see what the differences are. Let's learn a little bit if I have to suffer so badly for my art like I will today. Hi, Banana Blondie.
Hey, Sean.
So here's how we're testing this out. We have an event today. What do you want to describe the event?
We are having a yoga class followed by a sound healing session and a meet and greet with the mini horses.
Oh my gosh. So we need a mic to do the yoga class. So this is it. All right. So here we go. So this is the Phoenix Pro headset mic. And then the way this is, the nice thing about this is kind of like this will stay where you put it.
Yeah.
So you can find the right thing. So put
so
that
it's
on.
very light.
Super light.
Very light. I'm going to put it underneath my hair.
Okay. I think that's probably smart.
And then these guys go over the ear.
There we go.
And then I can do whatever I want with this.
Right. So this is plugged into via mini XLR to the body pack receiver here. Okay. So then you just affix that pretty much wherever, preferably close to a Guns N' Roses tattoo. That helps with the tone of it.
That would be on my ankle.
And then, oh, right. And then that goes into the receiver, which I have plugged in to the Bose S1 Pro. So is that on right now?
No, I think I turned it off.
Oh, you turned it off. Okay. All right. So
push it on.
Yep.
There we go.
And then look.
Perfect.
And then the thing about is finding the right spot where there's not a lot of noise. And again, depending on like what venue you're in and stuff like that, you might want to bend it to be right in front of you, or since you're going to be doing yoga stuff.
Yeah, I don't want them to hear my heavy breathing the whole time.
Go.
But this is great, so I don't have to yell and project my voice so much. I can just
get in the flow. I love it.
It's great.
Perfect.
It's Britney, bitch.
So it's not just about how it makes you look, but how does it make you feel?
I mean, I feel like I'm about to give a TED Talk right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say, but you better listen.
Yeah, so even if you don't have it plugged in anything, it still kind of has a good effect.
I'm just going to wear this around the house.
I like it.
Goes well with the yoga outfit.
Yeah, it commands authority.
Yeah.
I think.
Wears to the grocery store.
And the shoes.
Yeah, and the shoes. My shoes definitely command authority. Deep breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and change directions of the circle. Continue to root your sit bones down into the ground. And take one more just like that. And exhale. Go ahead and come onto all fours. Aligning your shoulders over the wrists, knees under your hips. Take your hands onto your hips, extend the leg out. Flex the foot. Slowly lower the foot back down. Good. Take the weight into your right foot and draw that left knee into your chest. And find your balance here.
Whew, man. Like I was saying, brutal gig having to spend all day in the fresh Malibu air with a bunch of turbo attractive women doing yoga, but I somehow made it through. And we're here to talk about just the advantages of different types of wireless microphones, okay? So, this one right here, headset mic, really great. Definitely something for this specific use case, I think is the perfect choice because as we'll see with like lav mics or handheld mics in a second, when you move your head, the mic stays with you, right? That's kind of important for activity-based things. I've used a lot of these before, but this is my actual first time running sound, not just being like the person actually having the mic on them, but kind of like listening to it, and it sounded great. The whole event went off without a hitch. Battery life stayed great the entire time. And like I said, depending on how you have this used. Like if you want less of like the plosives and stuff sound, depending on the type of speaker, you can actually just kind of like put the mic out more, and then it'll still pick stuff up. But you know, it's gonna sound different. So that's why you want to sound check it when you're doing it. But the headset mic is really cool. There's a couple different ways you can use it. You can use it around the back. A lot of people also use it over the top like this, depending on the hairstyle of the person using it. But depending on your use case, you might want a different type of mic. So let's look at a lav mic and see how that sounds. Okay, so this is a lav mic, super small profile. A lot of movies and stuff will use these because they can hide them on a person and then just run the wire down like through your shirt or something like that. It hooks up the exact same way to the same body pack, right? So there is a link in the description if you guys are interested in this. Phoenix Pro sponsored this video for me to kind of do it. What I've seen a lot of people do now is actually hold the a lav mic closer to their mouth, just because it gets more of a clear sound. Now, what you may run the risk of is getting more of the plosive sounds in it. So it comes with a windscreen, but you can also kind of like replace it or finagle your own type of things. Like I said, so most of the time these are used clipped to something. There's a built-in clip on here. So, you know, like a lapel where you just kind of clip it onto your shirt or something like that. And then you'll notice that the directionality of it does change the sound of it. And unlike the headset, when I'm talking over here, it's not picking the voice up the same way, so it's a less consistent thing. What these are really perfect for are like interviews or something where you have two people just kind of like basically sitting in the same direction. You can get it to sound pretty good, and it's very low profile and it doesn't look distracting or anything. So the nice thing about this unit is it is 2-channel. We've only been using 1 channel at the time, but you can use 2 at a time, any iteration of this with the body pack or the handheld, which we're going to hear next. All right, so last but not least is the handheld. And again, these are really cool. As soon as I turn this on, it automatically linked to channel 1 on the receiver over there. The benefits, I think, are pretty self-explanatory. You can just pass this off to another person, and then they'll just take it from there. You know, the downside is you have to actually hold it, so you don't have your hands free. So either, you know, if you're playing an instrument or something, you might want to put it on a mic stand. But these are really cool too. So all of these run on batteries, right? There's just AA batteries in the unit here. There's batteries in the receiver, and that's it. So the lav and the headset do not need batteries, but it's pretty easy to set up, right? There's an auto scan function on the receiver unit, so it pairs really, really easily with any of the mics that you want to pick. And then, like I said, if you're using 2, they can go out the same output on the back, or they each have their own output that you could run into an interface, or however you're recording it or sending it to a speaker. I was just using the Bose S1 Pro, which is awesome because it's wireless. So that was perfect for that use case. But yeah, that's essentially it. Really easy to do, and yeah, set up, tried and true. The price is definitely right on this Phoenix Pro stuff, so thank you again to them for sending it over. And if you have any more questions on lav mics versus headset mics versus wireless handheld mics, let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you guys soon. Thanks a lot.